Hey word nerds, it's Tuesday, it's Reader's Nook, and I'm here to talk to you about some fantastic books. Originally my plan for today was to show you around my bookshelves a little bit and do a bookshelf tour, but it turns out the lighting down here is absolutely crap when I'm not sitting right here at my desk. So I get to hold off on showing you all what a massive book buying problem I have for a little bit longer. Instead, I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite YA Greek mythology series, which is Covenant by Jennifer L Armentrout. Yeah, I'm not sure why I felt the need to talk so incredibly quickly through that, but you get the point. So I'm sure by this point in the game, most of you already know who Jennifer L Armentrout is. She is a #1 best-selling author on both New York Times and USA Today. And, well, she's pretty fantastic all around. She's written the Covenant series, the Lux series, and the Dark Element series, as well as a few standalone novels that are fantastic. I first read her books right before I started working for Spencer Hill Press, which I was reading the Covenant series, and then I marathoned the whole series in February and March of this year for a different random project that I won't talk about here. But anyways, if you love Greek mythology, I cannot recommend these books enough. So there are 5 books in this series, which is pretty awesome if you're looking to mix things up from the standard trilogy. Book 1 is Half-Blood, and it's got this beautiful purple cover. And then there's Pure, Deity, Apollyon, and Sentinel. So I won't, give too much away, but it's really cool. There's a progressive story arc through this whole series that I really, really enjoyed, and I just found it to be pretty different from anything I'd ever read. There are some similarities to other series. The big one is Vampire Academy, and really anything else with the Greek mythology worked into YA. But there's just something about these books that really hooked me, and I really, really enjoyed them. So I'm going to start off with reading the back of book 1, just to kind of give you an idea of what the series is about. Could you kill the one you love? The Hematoi descend from the unions of gods and mortals, and the children of 2 Hematoi, purebloods, have godlike powers. Children of Hematoi and mortals, well, not so much. Half-bloods only have 2 options: become trained sentinels who hunt and kill demons, or become servants in the homes of the pures. 17-year-old Alexandra would rather risk her life fighting than waste it scrubbing toilets, but she may end up slumming it anyway. There are several rules that students at the Covenant must follow. Alex has problems with them all, but especially rule number 1. Relationships between pures and halves are forbidden. Unfortunately, she's crushing hard on the totally hot pure-blood Aiden, but falling for Aiden isn't her biggest problem. Staying alive long enough to graduate the Covenant and become a sentinel is. If she fails in her duty, she faces a future worse than death, or slavery, being turned into a demon, and being hunted by Aiden. And that would kind of suck. So you can see this series kind of works in some of its own mythology, along with the myths and legends we all grew up with. You'll definitely see gods like Apollo was a big one in this series, but there's also a lot of stuff that you won't have seen before, and it all works out pretty cool. If you're not convinced, there is a prequel novella that introduces the series pretty nicely. It's available in paperback, but also for free on the Spencer Hill website. So you can head over there and check it out to kind of get a sense of the writing and the world building. Alright, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you will check out the series. I will see you all on Sunday for our next live Word Nerds book club, where we're reading Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I've already read that book twice, possibly 3 times, and the sequel, so needless to say, I kind of loved it. See you on Sunday.